Welcome to my channel, where we make learning English exciting and fun. Have you ever dreamed of visiting a big, busy city like New York? Imagine walking through crowded streets, trying new foods, and meeting people from all over the world. How do you think you'd feel? Stay with me till the end, and I'll take you on a journey to New York, helping you learn English along the way. Chapter 1. The excitement of arriving in New York. Maria had always dreamed of visiting New York. She grew up in Spain, in a small town near Madrid. Her English was not perfect, but she wanted to learn. She wanted to speak with people from around the world. She wanted to live a new life. And now, that dream was finally real. Maria was on a plane to New York City. She looked out the window and saw the tall buildings in the distance. Her heart beat fast. She felt excited, but also a little nervous. This was her first time alone in another country. Everything would be new. When the plane landed, Maria took a deep breath. "This is it," she said. "I'm really here." She walked through the airport, following the signs for baggage claim. That means the place where you get your luggage. She found her suitcase and walked outside. The noise hit her first. So many cars, so many people. She saw yellow taxis everywhere. One taxi stopped in front of her. The driver smiled and said, "Where to?" Maria showed him the address. "This is my apartment," she said slowly. Her English was not perfect, but the driver understood. He put her suitcase in the car. Maria got inside. The city was bright, full of lights, even in the afternoon. She looked out the window and saw tall buildings, people walking fast, street vendors selling food, and the American flag waving in the wind. After a long ride, the taxi stopped. "Here we are," the driver said. Maria paid him and said, "Thank you." She looked up at the building. It was tall and made of brick. She walked up the steps and rang the bell. A young woman opened the door. She had curly brown hair and a big smile. "Hi, you must be Maria. I'm Anna, your roommate," she said in clear English. Anna was from Brazil. She also came to New York to learn English. "Come in. Let me show you the apartment," Anna said. The apartment was small but nice. There were 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, and a living room. Maria put her suitcase in her room and looked around. She smiled. "This is my new home," she thought. That evening, Maria and Anna talked. They both spoke slowly and used simple English. "What do you like to eat?" Anna asked. "I like pasta," Maria said. "Me too," Anna laughed. They cooked dinner together. The kitchen was small, but they didn't mind. They were happy to have each other. 2 new friends in a big, exciting city. The next morning, Maria woke up early. It was her first day at language school. She put on her jacket and walked to the subway. The streets were busy. People walked fast. Maria walked slowly, looking at everything. She saw a man selling hot dogs, a woman playing music, and a group of kids laughing. New York is alive, she thought. There is so much to see. She found the subway entrance and went down the stairs. She heard the sound of trains. She followed the signs and got on the right train. At first, she felt scared, but then she saw other students with books and backpacks. She smiled. Maybe they are going to school too, she thought. At the language school, Maria met her teacher. "Hello, I'm Mr. James. Welcome to class," he said. Maria sat in a room with students from many countries: China, Italy, Mexico, Korea. Everyone looked different, but they all wanted the same thing: to learn English. The teacher gave each student a name tag. "Please say your name," he said. "My name is Maria," she said. Her voice was soft, but clear. "Nice to meet you, Maria." Mr. James smiled. They started with simple words. "Taxi," he said, pointing to a picture. "Apartment." "Language school." Everyone repeated. It was easy, but also fun. After class, Maria walked outside. She felt proud. She had survived her first day. She had spoken English. She had met people from all over the world, and she had taken her first steps in a new life. As she walked home, she thought about everything she had seen and heard: the taxi ride, meeting Anna, cooking dinner, the subway, the school, and the teacher. Everything was new, but she was not afraid. She was learning. She was growing. This was the beginning of her journey, and you, dear viewer, are walking with her. Just like Maria, you are learning English. You are seeing the world with new eyes. In this big city, full of sounds and stories, every word you learn is a step forward. So don't stop. Keep going. The adventure is just beginning. Chapter 2. The first day of school. Meeting new friends. Maria stood in front of the big glass doors of the language school. She held her small notebook and a pen in her hand. Her heart was beating fast. It was her first day. She took a deep breath and walked inside. The building smelled clean and fresh. There were students walking around, some sitting on benches, others talking in different languages. The walls had colorful posters. "Speak English every day. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. You can do it." Maria found a woman at a small desk. "Hello," the woman said kindly. "Are you a new student?" "Yes," Maria said. "My name is Maria." "Welcome, Maria. Your classroom is 2B. It's just down the hall and to the left. Your teacher is Miss Parker." Maria smiled. "Thank you." She walked down the hallway. Her shoes made soft sounds on the floor. She found room 2B and slowly opened the door. Inside, there were 10 students sitting in a circle. Everyone looked up and smiled. "Hi there," a cheerful voice said. A tall woman with short brown hair stood near the whiteboard. "You must be Maria. I'm Miss Parker. Come in and take a seat." Maria nodded and sat down. She looked around the room. On her left was a young woman with long black hair. On her right was a man with glasses, looking at his notebook. Miss Parker clapped her hands. "Let's get started. Today is a special day. It's our first day together. We will learn each other's names and where we are from." Maria listened carefully. The woman next to her said, "My name is Aiko. I am from Japan." The man with glasses said, "My name is Hassan. I am from Egypt." Another student said, "I'm Diego, from Mexico." One by one, the students spoke. Maria could hear many accents. Some students were shy, some were loud and happy, but everyone tried their best. Then it was her turn. Maria felt nervous. Her hands were cold, but she smiled and said slowly, "My name is Maria. I am from Spain." "Wonderful, Maria," said Miss Parker. "Welcome to the class." Everyone clapped, and Maria felt better. "I can do this," she thought. Miss Parker wrote on the board, "Hello, my name is... I am from... Nice to meet you." She looked at the class and said, "These are important phrases. Let's all practice." The students repeated, "Hello, my name is... I am from... Nice to meet you." They said it again and again until the words felt easier. "Now," Miss Parker said, "talk to the person next to you. Say hello, say your name, ask where they are from." Maria turned to Aiko. "Hello," she said. "Hello," Aiko replied with a smile. "My name is Maria. I am from Spain." "My name is Aiko. I am from Japan. Nice to meet you." "Nice to meet you too," said Maria. Then a soft voice came from behind her. "Hello," the boy said. He had black hair and gentle eyes. "I'm Hiroshi. I'm from Japan too." "Hi, Hiroshi. I'm Maria," she said. "You speak English well," Hiroshi said kindly. Maria laughed. "Thank you, but I'm learning. I make mistakes." "I make mistakes too," Hiroshi said. "But we try. That's what's important." Maria felt warm inside. Hiroshi was kind. She realized she wasn't alone. Everyone in the room was learning. Everyone made mistakes, and that was okay. Miss Parker continued the lesson. She taught numbers, days of the week, and simple questions like, "What's your name? Where are you from? How are you?" They practiced in pairs. They laughed when someone said something funny or forgot a word. But no one felt bad. The classroom was a safe place, a place to grow. At the end of class, Miss Parker said, "Learning English takes time. Don't be afraid. Practice a little every day. Listen, speak, make mistakes. That's how you learn." Maria nodded. She wrote it in her notebook. Practice every day. Mistakes are okay. After class, Maria walked outside with Hiroshi. The sun was shining. "Do you want to get coffee?" he asked. "Yes," Maria said. "I would like that." They found a small cafe. They sat and talked slowly. They used the new phrases from class. They helped each other with words. It was not perfect, but it was real. Maria smiled. Her first day was better than she imagined. She had a kind teacher, friendly classmates, and a new friend. She felt proud of herself. She had spoken English. She had learned, and she wasn't afraid anymore. If you're watching this, maybe you feel like Maria. Maybe you're scared to speak. Maybe you worry about mistakes. But remember, everyone starts somewhere. Speak a little every day. Find someone to talk to. Smile. Make friends. And don't give up. This is just the beginning. Maria's journey continues, and so does yours. Chapter 3. Exploring New York and Practicing English, Outside of Class. The school day was over, and the sun was still shining. Maria walked out of the language school, smiling. She had finished her second day, and she already felt more confident. The words on the street signs seemed easier. The conversations around her didn't feel so scary anymore. As she walked toward the subway station, she saw her roommate, Anna, waiting near the entrance. "Hi, Maria," Anna waved. "Are you free now?" "Yes," Maria said, happy to see her. "School is finished." "Let's explore New York today," Anna said with a big smile. "We can go to Times Square, maybe Central Park too." Maria's eyes lit up. "Yes, that sounds exciting." The two friends took the subway together. On the train, Maria looked at the subway map. She pointed to the names and read them slowly. Times Square, Central Park, Fifth Avenue. Anna leaned over. "Good job. You're reading English." A few stops later, they arrived. As they came out of the subway, Maria gasped. Bright lights, giant screens, yellow taxis, and hundreds of people walking in every direction. This was Times Square. It was even more amazing than the pictures she had seen online. They stopped to take photos and look around. "It's so big," Maria said. "So many people." "Yes," Anna laughed. "It's like the whole world is here." They saw a pizza shop on the corner and decided to get something to eat. Inside there was a line of people. A big sign above the counter showed the menu. It had words like cheese pizza, pepperoni, soda, and bottle of water. Anna whispered, "Let's practice English. Let's order by ourselves." Maria nodded. She looked at the menu again and decided what she wanted. When it was her turn, the man behind the counter smiled. "Hi there. What would you like?" Maria took a deep breath. "One slice of cheese pizza and one bottle of water, please." "Sure thing," the man said. "That'll be $5. Maria paid and stepped aside. Her heart was beating, but she felt proud. "I did it," she told Anna. Anna smiled. "See? Easy." They sat by the window, watching the people walk by. "Practicing English like this is fun," Maria said. "It feels real." "Yes," Anna agreed. "Not like a test, just talking, living." After lunch, they walked to Central Park. It was peaceful and green, a quiet world inside the busy city. Birds sang, children played, and couples walked hand in hand. Maria and Anna sat on a bench and looked at a map of the park. "Let's ask someone for directions," Anna said. Maria looked nervous. "What if I say the wrong word?" "It's okay," Anna said. "That's how we learn." They saw a woman with a baby stroller walking by. Anna smiled and said, "Excuse me, can you help us?" The woman stopped. "Sure." "We're looking for the lake," Anna said. "Oh, it's not far," the woman replied. "Go straight, then turn left at the big tree. You'll see signs for the lake." "Thank you very much," Maria said. They followed the directions and soon saw the lake. People were renting small boats and feeding ducks. Maria sat on the grass and took a deep breath. "I asked for directions in English," she said, "and I understood the answer." "Yes," Anna laughed. "We're getting better every day." Later, they stopped at an ice cream truck. The man inside was friendly. "What flavor do you want?" he asked. Maria looked at the choices: vanilla, chocolate, strawberry, mint. "One vanilla, please," she said. "Here you go," the man said. "Have a nice day." "You too," Maria replied. As the sun began to set, they walked back toward the subway. Maria looked around at the tall buildings and the people speaking many languages. She thought about how far she had come. Just a few days ago, she was scared to speak. Now she had ordered food, asked for directions, and had real conversations, all in English. Back at home, Maria wrote in her notebook, "Menu, list of food at a restaurant. Order, to ask for food or drink. Directions, how to get somewhere." She looked at Anna. "Today was a good day." Anna nodded. "Yes, and tomorrow will be even better." Maria smiled. Learning English is not just in school. It's in the pizza shop, in the park, in the subway, everywhere. "Yes," said Anna, "we learn by living." To you, watching this video, remember, you don't need a perfect classroom to learn English. You can practice anywhere. Look at signs, speak to people, ask questions, make mistakes. It's okay. Every small step makes you stronger. Just like Maria, you can explore, learn, and grow, one English word at a time. Chapter 4: Facing Challenges and Overcoming Them Together. It was a Monday morning when Maria and Anna stood outside a small cafe on the corner of a quiet street in Brooklyn. The cafe had a red door, a friendly sign that said, "Fresh coffee, warm smiles," and the smell of baked bread in the air. Today was their first day of work. Maria looked at Anna nervously. "Are you ready?" she asked. Anna laughed softly. "Number. But we'll be okay." Maria nodded. "Yes, we're in this together." They had both applied for part-time jobs to help pay for school and practice more English. The cafe owner, Mr. James, was kind and happy to hire students who wanted to learn. "You don't need perfect English," he had said during the interview. "Just be friendly, listen carefully, and smile." Now, wearing their new aprons and name tags, Maria and Anna stepped inside. The cafe was cozy. There were tables, chairs, a small counter with a cash register, and a big blackboard with the menu written in chalk. Mr. James waved from behind the counter. "Good morning, girls. Are you ready to work?" "Yes," Maria said, though her voice shook a little. "Great. Come here. I'll show you what to do." He taught them how to take orders, pour coffee, and clean the tables. He spoke slowly and clearly so they could understand. Still, there were many new words. Order, what the customer wants to eat or drink. Receipt, the paper you give after payment. Counter, the place where food is served or paid for. Customer, the person buying something. Maria tried to remember everything. Anna took notes in a small notebook she kept in her apron pocket. At lunchtime, the cafe got busy. People came in, talking fast and hungry for coffee and sandwiches. Maria stood at the counter. A man in a suit walked up. "Hi, can I get a large coffee and a blueberry muffin?" Maria blinked. She understood the words, but her mouth didn't move. One moment, she said nervously, then called Anna over. Anna smiled and said, "Can I take your order?" The man laughed kindly. "Already did. Just need the coffee and muffin." "Oh, right," Anna said, then turned to Maria and whispered, "It's okay. You just say it slowly, like we practiced." Maria nodded. She tried again. "Large coffee and 1 blueberry muffin. Coming right up." She gave the man a big smile. He smiled back. "Thanks, you're doing great." Later, Anna spilled a glass of water while serving a table. She gasped, "Oh no!" The water ran across the table. "I'm so sorry," she said quickly. The customer helped her wipe the table and said, "Don't worry, it happens." After cleaning, Anna looked at Maria. "I made a mistake." Maria laughed. "Me too. But we learn." They practiced the most important phrases together during their break. "Can I take your order? Would you like anything else? Here's your coffee. Enjoy your meal. Have a nice day." They said the phrases over and over, helping each other with pronunciation. Maria said, "Every time I say it, it gets easier." Anna nodded. "Me too. We just need time." By the end of the day, they were tired but happy. Mr. James gave them each a warm cookie and said, "You both did great today. Mistakes are part of the job. The most important thing is that you care." Walking home, Maria looked up at the city lights and thought, "Today was hard, but I'm proud." Anna smiled and said, "We didn't give up. That's what matters." That night, they sat at their kitchen table and wrote down the new words they had learned. Customer, order, counter, receipt, takeout. Maria practiced saying the full sentence again and again. "Can I take your order? Would you like anything else? Have a nice day." Anna looked up and said, "You sound like a real cafe worker now." Maria laughed. "Almost." Then they talked about their goals. Maria wanted to speak English clearly and maybe one day work in an office. Anna wanted to become a nurse and talk to patients in English. They knew the road would be long, but now they believed they could do it. To you, watching this video, maybe you also feel nervous when you speak English. Maybe you are afraid of saying the wrong thing. But remember what Maria and Anna learned. It's okay to make mistakes. In fact, it's good to make mistakes. That means you are trying. That means you are learning. Find someone to practice with. Say the words out loud. Use English in real places like a shop or cafe. Smile when it's hard. Laugh when it's funny. And never give up. Maria and Anna are not perfect, but they are brave, and so are you. Chapter 5. Learning English Through Work and Study. The days passed quickly for Maria. Her life in New York had become a busy mix of work, school, and learning. Every morning, she went to her English language class. In the afternoon, she worked at the cafe. It was not always easy, but Maria felt something changing inside her. She was growing. Her English was getting better. And more importantly, she was starting to feel confident. In class, Miss Parker smiled at Maria more often now. "Good pronunciation," she said one day after Maria read a short story out loud. Maria blushed. "Thank you, Miss Parker." She still made mistakes, of course, but she didn't feel afraid anymore. During break time, she wrote new words in her notebook. Today's new words were bill, the paper that shows how much money to pay; refill, to get more drink, usually coffee or soda; shift, the time you work, like morning shift or evening shift; how may I help you? A polite way to start helping someone. Would you like a refill? Asking if the customer wants more drink. Maria repeated the words quietly to herself. Bill, refill, shift. She made small drawings next to each word so she could remember better. She loved learning vocabulary, but what helped the most was using those words in real life. After school, she took the subway to the cafe. She tied her apron, washed her hands, and started her afternoon shift. At first, the cafe was quiet. Then, around 3 o'clock, it got busy. Customers walked in, one after another. Maria stood behind the counter with a big smile. A woman came in holding a laptop. "Hi, do you have chai tea?" Maria thought for a second. "Yes, small or large?" "Large, please." "Would you like anything else?" Maria asked. "No, that's it." "Okay, your total is $4. I'll bring it to your table." "Thank you." Maria quickly made the tea, placed it on a tray, and brought it to the woman. "Here is your tea. Enjoy." The woman smiled. "Thank you so much. You're very kind." Maria walked back to the counter and wrote down the sentence. "You're very kind." It made her happy. Later, a man finished his coffee and came back to the counter. "Hi, can I get a refill?" Maria smiled. "Of course." She took his cup and poured fresh coffee. "Here you go." He left a tip. Maria beamed. "Thank you, sir. Have a nice day." Each day at the cafe gave her a chance to use English in real ways. She practiced, "How may I help you? Would you like anything else? That will be $5. And enjoy your meal." She also learned to say, "One moment, please," when she needed time, and "I'm sorry, can you repeat that?" when she didn't understand. In the evening, after dinner with Anna, Maria reviewed what she learned. Sometimes Anna helped her with pronunciation. Sometimes they practiced role-playing. "Okay," Anna said, pretending to be a customer. "Hello, can I get one coffee and a cookie?" Maria smiled. "Yes. What kind of coffee would you like?" "Latte, please." "Would you like anything else?" "No, thank you." "That will be $6. Anna clapped. "Perfect." Maria laughed. "I sound like a real barista now." "Yes," Anna said. "You're doing great." One day in class, Miss Parker asked everyone to talk about their week. Maria stood up. "This week I work many hours at cafe. I speak English with customers. I say, 'How may I help you?' and 'Would you like a refill?'" Miss Parker smiled. "Very good, Maria. That's real English. You are learning from life." Maria felt proud. She wasn't just learning from books. She was learning from people, from the customers who spoke quickly, from her boss, Mr. James, from Anna, and from herself. Learning English was not just something she did in class. It was everywhere. In the cafe, in the subway, in the street, and at home. Sometimes she watched TV shows in English with subtitles. Sometimes she listened to music and tried to write down the lyrics. And every night, before bed, she wrote 3 new English words in her notebook. One evening, Maria and Anna sat by the window watching the city lights. "You know," Maria said, "I think learning English is like making coffee." Anna laughed. "How?" "It takes time. It's hot. Sometimes you spill it. But in the end, it feels good." Anna smiled. "That's true. And now we speak more, understand more, day by day." To you watching this story, remember this. Learning English is not just about books or grammar. It's about using the language every day. Speak with people. Listen carefully. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Practice at work, at school, at home, even when you make mistakes. Like Maria, you can learn English not only by studying, but by living. The world is your classroom, and every conversation is a chance to grow. Chapter 6. Celebrating Progress and Looking Forward to More. The sun was setting over New York City. The sky turned soft pink and gold, and the tall buildings glowed in the evening light. Maria stood at the window of her apartment, looking out. She held a warm cup of tea in her hands and smiled. It had been 3 months since she arrived in New York. So much had changed. She remembered her first day, how nervous she was at the airport, how strange everything felt, and how fast people spoke. She didn't understand much English back then, just a few words. But now things were different. She could talk to people. She could ask questions, answer customers, laugh with her classmates, and share stories with Anna. She felt proud. That night, Maria and Anna decided to celebrate. They cooked dinner together, something simple but special, pasta with vegetables and garlic bread. As they cooked, they spoke only in English. "Can you pass me the salt, please?" Maria asked. "Here you go," Anna said, smiling. "What time is dinner?" Maria looked at the clock. "In 15 minutes. "Perfect. I'm hungry," Anna laughed. They laughed a lot that night. They talked about funny mistakes they had made, like the time Maria said chicken juice instead of chicken soup, or the time Anna asked a customer, "Do you want a glass of muffin?" They had both been embarrassed at the time, but now those moments made them laugh. After dinner, they sat at the table and looked through Maria's English notebook. It was full of words, phrases, and drawings. There were pages with simple sentences like, "Can I help you?" "What would you like?" "The bill, please." There were also pages with little notes. "Speak slowly." "Smile when you feel nervous." "Mistakes are okay." Maria looked at Anna. "I didn't know anything when I came here. Now I can talk to people. I can help customers. I can understand movies." Anna nodded. "You worked hard. You practiced every day. You listened. You tried. And you didn't give up." That was true. Maria had not given up. Even when it was hard, even when she felt tired or shy or confused, she had kept going. She had asked for help. She had practiced with friends, with classmates, and with customers. She had learned that English is not something you learn once and then finish. It's something you grow with. "I still make mistakes," Maria said. "We both do," Anna replied. "That's okay. I want to learn more. I want to read books in English, maybe write stories." "You will," Anna said. "We will." Maria thought about her teacher, Miss Parker. She remembered something she said on the last day of class. English is not just a language. It's a bridge, a way to connect with the world, a way to share your voice. Maria understood that now. She had met people from so many countries, from Japan, Egypt, Brazil, Mexico, Korea. They all had different accents, different cultures, but one goal: to speak English, to communicate, to be part of something bigger. She opened her notebook and wrote one more sentence. "Learning English is not the end. It's the beginning." That night, Maria and Anna watched a movie in English. They used subtitles at first, but then turned them off halfway through. They didn't understand every word, but they laughed, followed the story, and felt proud. Before going to bed, Maria stood by the window again. The city was quiet now. Just the sound of distant cars and the soft glow of streetlights. She whispered to herself in English, "Thank you, New York. You helped me grow." To you, watching this video, maybe you are like Maria. Maybe you are just starting your journey. Or maybe you've already come a long way. No matter where you are, remember this: every small step matters. Every word you learn is progress. Every time you speak, even with mistakes, you are improving. There is no finish line. You don't need to be perfect. What matters is that you try, that you keep learning, that you celebrate your progress and believe in your future. Like Maria, you can start with just a few words, and then, little by little, you can build a whole new world. Keep going, keep smiling, and never stop learning. If you enjoyed this journey to New York with Maria, we would love to hear from you. Learning English is not just about grammar or vocabulary. It's about stories, emotions, and real-life experiences. Maria showed us that anyone can learn, grow, and feel proud, even in a big new city like New York. If her story inspired you, please give this video a like. It helps more people find our channel and join our English learning family. Leave a comment below and tell us, what part of Maria's journey did you like the most? Have you ever learned a new language in a new country? Or do you dream of visiting a place like New York one day? We read every comment, and we're excited to hear your story too. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We have many more simple, fun, and helpful videos coming your way about English, travel, real conversations, and much more. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a new lesson. Let's keep learning English together, step by step, word by word, and always with a smile. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.